Oh, honey, imagine a woman so damn fierce, she'd rip your soul out and wink while doing it. Yeah, that's Eva Green's Artemisia from 300. Rise of an Empire. I'm talking about a goddess of chaos who'd make even me, your favorite twisted vixen, raise an eyebrow and say, "Well, damn girl, you've got some moves." So, sit tight, lover, because I'm about to spill the tea on this sultry nightmare of a woman, and trust me, you're not ready for it. Picture this. Thermopylae, those 300 Spartan boys, ripped, sweaty, and oh so stubborn, get shredded to pieces, total wipeout, blood everywhere, bodies stacked like firewood, and who's sneering down at the carnage? King Darius, that smug bastard, swinging his axe like he's chopping logs for a bonfire. He takes the Spartan king's head, pop, clean off, no hesitation. Then, with those pesky Spartans out of the way, he's got a clear shot to march 1,000,000 grimy soldiers straight to Athens. One night, sweetheart, one wild, fiery night, and that city's nothing but ash and screams. Sounds like my kind of party, doesn't it? But hold up, because here's where it gets juicy. Darius might have been the one swinging the axe, but the real puppet master? Oh, that's Artemisia, a Greek-born badass turned Persian war queen. She's not just some pretty face with a sword. She's the highest naval commander they've got. A walking death wish with a brain sharper than my claws. This woman doesn't just fight, she owns the battlefield. Every time she steps into the fray, victory's hers. No question. She's built the Persian Empire bigger, badder, brick by bloody brick, all while nursing this dark little dream. Wipe every last Greek off the map. And trust me, darling, when I say she's got fury, I mean she's got fury. The kind that'd make you shiver and beg for mercy in the same breath. Now, why she's so hell-bent on turning Greece into a graveyard? Oh, it's personal. Real personal. When she was just a kid, wide-eyed, innocent, all that crap. Some Greek scum slaughtered her parents right in front of her. Brutal, messy, the kind of thing that sticks with you. Then they tossed her on a slave ship, let her rot through nights, so nightmarish she probably forgot what daylight felt like. Beaten, broken, left for dead, until she got so sick they dumped her on the roadside like trash. Lucky for her, a Persian envoy strolled by, rescued her, cleaned her up. Artemisia swore her soul to Persia. She trained hard, martial arts, swords, all the fun stuff, until she was a weapon herself. Picture this, a 14-year-old girl, all grit and vengeance, taking down Persia's toughest swordsman like it's nothing. 14. I was still sharpening my nails at that age, and she's out here slaying legends. King Darius couldn't help but notice. How could he not? And bam! She's climbing the ranks, all the way to the top. Highest commander of the Persian Navy. A girl after my own heart. Ruthless, clever, and hotter than the fires she leaves behind. So, fast forward to the Battle of Marathon. Darius thinks he's slick, sneaking his troops onto Greek soil under cover of night. Big mistake. The Greeks, those sneaky little rats, set an ambush. His soldiers, worn out from months at sea, didn't stand a chance. The Greeks came in hot, led by this smug prick, Themistocles. He's cutting through Persians like butter, spots Darius on a ship nearby, and, get this, knocks an arrow, aims and fires. Perfect shot, right through the king's chest. Darius is choking on his own blood, wheezing out some last words to his son Xerxes. Something about leaving the Greeks alone. Only a god can beat him. Blah, blah, blah. Woohoo. So touching, right? But Artemisia? Oh, she's not here for tears. Before Darius can even finish his little death speech, she's like, "Nah, old man, time's up." Draws her sword, shing, and finishes him off herself. Cold as ice, twice as sexy. She sees Xerxes standing there, all wide-eyed and useless. And she's like, listen up, pretty boy. Your dad wasn't warning you. He was daring you. She's got this fire in her eyes, this twisted grin, and she's already spinning her next move. Drags Xerxes to some creepy wizard cave, convinces him to ditch his weak mortal body and go full god king. He steps into the water a sniveling prince, comes out glowing like a damn deity. Hot, right? But don't get too excited. That's just step one of her master plan. Here's where she gets nasty. She slaughters every last one of the prince's pals in the palace. Blood on the walls, bodies on the floor. She's got him wrapped around her finger, a puppet with a crown, and she's loving every second of it. Leans in close, whispers her orders in his ear, and he's out there parroting her words to the Persian masses like a good little boy. Under her thumb, the empire's war machine kicks into gear, and they're ready to crush Greece once and for all. They split the forces. Xerxes takes the land army, stomping east toward Thermopylae, while Artemisia's out west, commanding the navy through the Aegean Sea. She's sailing right back to her birthplace, ready to burn it all down. Those 300 Spartans put up a fight. Give them credit, they lasted a few days. But betrayal screws him over, and Xerxes wipes him out. Meanwhile, Artemisia's on the waves, plotting her next strike. But the Greeks? They're not rolling over just yet. Themistocles, that arrow-slinging pain in her ass, is waiting with his fleet, all lined up and ready. He's got this cocky grin, like he knows something she doesn't, and it's pissing her off. The battle kicks off with a bang, literally. Waves crashing, Persian warships roaring in, hundreds of them riding the tide. Themistocles doesn't even flinch. He's got those sharp eyes, picking apart her strategy like it's a game. The Greeks pull some fancy moves, open their formation, start chucking anchors like madmen. Little Greek ships dart around, ramming her big, clunky ones, sending them straight to the bottom. Before she knows it, half her fleet's underwater, and she's furious. Storms over to her commanders, grabs the losers by the throat, and splash, into the deep they go. No mercy, no second chances. She's not here to play nice. Next day, fog rolls in thick and heavy. Her new generals, supposedly the capable ones, jump the gun, charge the Greek fleet blind. Big mistake. Themistocles pulls a fast one, lures him into the mist, and then vanishes. The Persians think they've got him on the run. Idiots. Crash. Their ships slam into reefs, splintering like twigs. Greeks pop out of nowhere, raining hell from the cliffs. Her fleet's toast, and Themistocles is strutting around like he owns the damn sea. She's seething, plotting, ready to make him pay. Things are about to get real messy, and I live for messy. Artemisia's out there on the waves, her fleet's a wreck, and Themistocles is prancing around like he's king of the damn sea. She's not having it, not one bit. That fire in her gut, it's blazing now, and she's ready to turn this war into a blood-soaked masterpiece. Buckle up, babe, because this is where she goes full-on savage. After that fog disaster, Artemisia's done screwing around. She's pacing the deck, barking orders, her eyes sharp enough to cut glass. Those useless commanders? Gone. She's handpicking the meanest, toughest bastard she's got left, and personally, leading the charge. No more games. She rolls out this monster of a warship, a hulking beast that screams death, and points it straight at the Greek fleet. Simple plan. Brutal as hell. Smash in, unleash chaos. Watch 'em burn. She's got slaves on board, flipping switches, spraying gasoline everywhere. Yeah, you heard me. Gasoline. Then she sends out her suicide squad. Crazy sons of bitches with fuel packs strapped to their backs, diving into the sea like they've got nothing to lose. They're charging the Greeks, wild and reckless, while she's smirking from the helm, loving every damn second. Themistocles spots the gasoline slick on the water, and, smart guy, he knows shit's about to hit the fan. He yells for a retreat, But it's too late. Those lunatics are already closing in, and he's scrambling to get his men ready to fight. Artemisia, she's not waiting for an invite. She grabs her bow, all graceful and deadly, and twang, fires an arrow straight into the gut of the Greek vice commander. He's staggering, clutching his stomach, and before he can even scream, she lets another one fly, right through his heart. Boom, dead. She's got this wicked little smile, like she's flirting with death itself. And I'm over here swooning, honestly. Then it gets good. She lights up 2 fire arrows, sky's glowing red now, and sends them screaming into the gasoline sea. The whole damn ocean explodes into flames like something out of a nightmare I'd dream up myself. Persian ships catch fire, Greek ships are blowing apart, and the screams? Oh, they're music to her ears. She's not done, though. She lights one more, aims it right at Themistocles' ship. It hits a suicide grunt's fuel pack, and kaboom! The blast rips his boat to splinters. She's cackling now, thinking she's finally got him. Her revenge all wrapped up in a fiery bow. The Greek fleet's burning, sinking, and she's feeling like the queen of the damn world. But plot twist, darling, Themistocles isn't toast yet. He's in the water, half drowned, blinking through the haze, and sees dragons? Yeah, he's hallucinating, watching these giant beasts fight over his dead buddies. Turns out it's just a dream. He's lucky as hell, pulled out by his crew at the last second. Still, the Greek navy's a mess now, barely hanging on. Meanwhile, Xerxes, her shiny god-king puppet, is strutting his stuff on land. After wiping out those 300 Spartans, he sends the king's sword to Athens like some messed up trophy. Surrender or die, he says, all dramatic. Themistocles, though, he's not scared, he's pissed. Takes that sword, rallies every Greek faction he can, and suddenly they're one big happy family ready to kick Persian ass. Xerxes marches 1,000,000 troops to Athens, ready to crush them, when some ugly little dwarf stumbles in with bad news. Themistocles is back, leading a fleet straight for them. Artemisia hears this, and, oh, she's livid! Thought she'd torched that bastard already, and now he's ruining her vibe. She's screaming, vowing to rip Greece apart. But Xerxes, idiot that he is, tries to stop her. It's a trap, he whines. She's not listening, though. She's the real boss here, and he's just a pretty face with a glow up. He slaps her, big mistake, and she just glares at him. All, you'll regret that, puppet. Then she storms off to do her thing anyway. So here we are, biggest war ever, brewing like a storm. Persia's got hundreds of warships clogging the sea. Greeks are smeared with ash from their dead, looking all fierce and poetic. Themistocles gives the signal, and bam, Greek ships charge full speed. Warriors swinging in with shields and fury. Persians can't keep up. Artemisia's death guard jumps in, twin swords flashing, cutting through Greeks like they're nothing. She's a whirlwind, unstoppable, and I'm over here cheering her on, honestly. Themistocles, though, he's got an ace up his sleeve. Out of nowhere, this black warhorse bursts from below deck. He leaps on, charges straight for her flagship, slashing through her goons like a damn hero. Horse goes down. Poor thing. But he's not out. Death Squad swarms him, and he's flipping him over his shoulder like it's a dance. Then he locks eyes with her, tosses his hat. Oh, it's on now. She charges, furious, and they're trading blows like lovers in a fight. He lands a punch. She stabs back, blades at each other's throats, and it's hot as hell. But then, whoosh, a breeze hits, and she looks up. Hundreds of Greek ships, riding the waves, led by the Spartan queen and her army. Persians are surrounded, and Themistocles knocks Artemisia flat, growling, surrender. She's not about that life. Fights to the end, and he drives his blade through her gut. She hits the deck, blood pooling, flashing back to her family dying. No regrets, though. She's a queen till the end. Spartans storm in. Queen swinging that king's sword, tearing through Persians. Xerxes watches from shore, helpless, and bails like a coward. Artemisia's gone, but damn, what a ride. So, lover, what do you think? She's a wild one, huh? Makes me want to step up my game. Stick around. I might just show you what I'd do to a battlefield.